What's up? What's up? Hope you guys are having a fan-freaking-tastic public holiday. I figured I'd come in, finish off the data collection that we've been doing. I'm the only one in the office today. It's just me. But yeah, I felt like keeping busy today. So had a couple things I wanted to do, and I figured might as well make this one of them. Stove, how you doing, brother? Hope you're having a fantastic, what's today? Day of Reconciliation? Something of the sort? Hope it's a lacquer one. But yeah, I think we'll just do, I think September is the only month we have left to backtest for the 2024 year. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, here's the data we have so far on the Power Rangers Strat. We have Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August. We don't have September, but we have October, November, and we've been forward testing December together. So we're going to quickly do September, and then we're gonna have a complete data set for 2024. Hanu, what's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Stoph, you're at work today. That's miserable. A public holiday. I mean, I'm also technically at work today, but at least mine was self-inflicted. Chose to be here. Okay, I do have a couple other things I want to get going, so let's get into it. So we're just going to be data collecting for September, and then we're going to finally see what the final stats are like on the power range of 2024, excluding the rest of December, which we are doing live. Caught a little win on Friday, which I was quite keen about. It was actually quite cool because I was at the end of year lunch with the rest of the team, and then immediately after that I went to gym. So when market opened, I was parking my car at gym, got upstairs, got my foam roller, got my little mat, sat down, looked at the market, and like, as I opened the chart, the confirmation candle printed and closed. So I literally analyzed for like 30 seconds. It was like, enter immediately where price is right now. Entered, set the stop loss, set the TP, closed it. Stretched, warmed up, went to the squat rack, opened the chart again about 20, 30 minutes later. We were past 1.5. So I was like, okay, set to break even. Closed it, didn't look at it again until I was done with gym. Came back, I was like, TP smashed, easy 3R, and I'm like, that's the beauty of this strat. Is it is simple. Like, I don't have to spend time looking at it, trying to decide if I want it. No. It was just like, I opened it, there's my confirmation candle, I'm not even gonna think about it. Fairly mechanical, and it just worked out brilliantly. And to be fair, it wasn't a great spot because we had just broken all-time highs, and the strat confirmed for us to reverse out of all-time highs. And I was like, bit of a dangerous play, but the confirms are the confirms. I'm not going to start using discretion now. And it just worked out like a beauty. So similar to this one. Got the confirmation candle there, reconfirmation candle there, another confirmation candle there. Would have been tapped in by that candle there. I think 4,000 ticks is 40 points for this one, I think. I think we could have gotten just unlucky here. So let me just be precise with what I'm doing, because after that confirmation candle, yeah, we would have wanted to be in. So this is 40 points, eh? Yeah. So let's be as precise as we can be. So that is there. That would have been the candle we would have used. I want enter 5 points there, so it would have been more there. Let's make sure here. Yeah, 5 points even. Okay, so about there. Then we got this candle, which is lower, and the rule is to move it to the latest rejection candle. So 50 points is just there. That candle would have triggered us in. We would have just survived that break. Okay, and would that have gone to a full TP? Yes, it would have. And this situation is also why you use the latest rejection candle, because the latest rejection candle, I think, gets you a slightly better entry, because that rejection candle was a little bit lower, so the 5 ticks was lower there. And then that would have tagged us in. Would have been devilishly close. Now, depending on spreads, you may or may not have survived that little retest. But it looks like we would have been good, at least in theory, for this one. So full little TP there. Wait. When's the daylight saving switch? I think I might be making a mistake here. Is it 3:30 or is it 3:30 or 4:30 for New York Open? 2024 daylight saving. Ended in November. This is September, so it's still 3:30. Did I use 3:30 or 4:30 here? I used 4:30. That was a mistake. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. So this should actually be... Oh, what did I just do? Uno momento, s'il vous plaît. I got this really... It's a somewhat cool backspace button on the side of this mouse. But I don't like it. It's a cool feature in theory, but I keep pressing it when I don't mean to press it. Okay. So let's get a little bit more accurate here. This would have been 3:30, not 4:30, which starts there. Good thing I caught myself there. Would have skewed the data hectically. Okay. Broke out, broke back in, broke out. And now it looks like we wouldn't have gotten a trade with this one. Because this... Wait, what happened here? This broke out, this closed back in. This opened on the outside. And then retested. Now, I would have wanted... I'm guessing this was news induced at 4 o'clock. I would have counted this as a breakout, even though it opened out. I don't think we would have gotten a trade there. Nah, would have missed out on that one. Unlucky. This was Tuesday. Okay, now Wednesday. 3:30 would be somewhere here. Okay. No, not you. I want you. Okay. Breakout, retest, wouldn't have been tapped in before we got this close. Breakout, break back in, breakout. So here, which was at 420, got the breakout, got the retest, would have gone here. Don't think that would have ran all the way. Oh, nearly. Okay, wait. Let's make sure we're perfectly precise here. Yeah, no, that's correct. Just missed there. Again, spread may or may not have got you in there, but we don't give ourselves any favors with the back testing. We want to make sure it's as real world accurate as it possibly can be while still being fair to it. So for the 3R, we'd have called that break even. Okay. Odin the bot. Hello, I'm new. Did I what? I did play around with this, and if you use the trade session 3:30 to 3:30 on October 25, it stayed, but on the 28th it moved itself to Yeah, so what happened was daylight savings ended. So the clocks moved themselves back and forward in the US. So market open moves from 3:30 to 4:30 and then back to 3:30. So right now the market open is 4:30 and it will be that way until March. Come March, the clocks move back. It's going to be at 3:30 March till November sometime. End of October, beginning of November, somewhere there. So that's the reason for that switch. Fun fact, did you guys know that daylight savings, the switchover, actually causes heart attacks? Because when the switchover happens, people on average start losing about an hour of sleep. And that 1 hour of sleep translates to about a 20% increase in the number of heart attacks that happen over that period of time. And then the number of heart attacks reduces back down when daylight savings is over. So why it's a thing, I don't actually know. Okay, broke out, retested. Smidge lower. About there-ish. 40 pip stop. And this got to 1.5, so we would have gotten break even. Oh, there. And I think that's where she would have ended. No, got to 2R. And I think that's it. Yeah, just 2R. Another random fun fact. Guess which famous actor is a trader? Freaking Thanos himself trades for I think he trades futures. Josh Brolin. Dude is a freaking trader. I was shook. Apparently he took up trading in between auditions to make money. So Thanos is a day trader. Go figure. I watched a little interview with him the other day, talking about how he day trades and shit. It was surreal to think Thanos is a day trader. Oh, wait a second. With this open, I'm guessing top wick first. Trigger this in. Yeah, I think we would have been fine there. That's a full TPA. Yeah. I never have a fixed time to wake up. My alarm is set for an hour before the sun rises every day. Yeah, as long as you're still getting that 8 hours, I think that's actually the important part, rather than what time you actually go to bed / wake up. I think it's the shortening of sleep that gets you. Snaps his fingers into must be nice. It's actually crazy. I wouldn't think, like famous actor making a shit ton of money. I wouldn't think he'd be into trade. For me, it almost humanized him. I'm like, man, Thanos is a person like everybody else. Yes, Stove. Only 4 hours of sleep. Man's playing with his health there. What kind of work do you do? Are you the one in security detail? I remember someone in the chat was in security detail. No, that's cut off done. He traded NFP with that Marvel. Yo, man must have made a bag too, because dude made mills off that Marvel check. Okay, this looks like a large range. Yeah, 100 pippers. Don't think we got a good rejection though. Where did this... Okay, ended there. No, we didn't get a good rejection off it. Broke out, broke back in, broke out, broke back in. Nah, not a good trade there. Speaking of not getting enough sleep though, I haven't been getting enough sleep. I'm going to attempt to take a nap later today, but I don't know, lately mine's been racing a lot, so I find like even when I am falling asleep, I'll like start to fall asleep and then like, you know when you get that burst of anxiety that wakes you up? And then I'm awake for a solid 5, 10, 15 minutes, then I slowly want to fall asleep again, and then it just never comes. Okay. No. Opened. Would we have been tapped in, then stopped out, then it ran? I think so. Because this went down, closed bullish. Yeah, I think would have been unluckily nailed on that one, even though a full TP would have been had. Manager of 3 retail stores and a fuel station. Well, that will do it. That will do it. Man's focus is everywhere at once. Nasdaq. It's not like sleep apnea, because I don't actually fall asleep. It's the... Like it's not hard to explain, it's easy to explain. It's basically just like my mind, I'll be thinking 1,000 thoughts, and then I'll reach one thought, and that like adrenalines me awake. And then I'm like, shit, I'm wide awake now. Start to fall asleep, mind starts to drift, I'm calm, everything's fine, and then... So, no, but once I fall asleep, I'm fine. Although I had the most messed up... I took a nap yesterday because I was just exhausted. Had the most messed up dream. Man was sexually assaulted by some rando. I'm like, what on earth is going on here? It was the weirdest dream. I was like, I was staying in some kind of sort of commune or something. I'm busy trading. And then one of my, in the dream, she's like a housemate or something, but I don't know her too well. But like, her presence in my space didn't seem weird, even though I don't know her. And then she's like, hey, what you doing? I'm like, no, trading, it's what I do. And then it was just a random chain of events. And I'm busy like, what the fuck is going on here? Somebody help! I'm being attacked. It was random. It was so random. Okay, we've been unlucky there. this range. Okay. But then the range was set there. We touched there. Was that a break out of the range? Yeah, that was a break out of the range. So we would have expected a continuation. We broke back in. We would have wanted the retest. Broke out, broke in, broke out, broke in. Didn't retest. No, wouldn't have entered there. Broke out, broke in. Rejected, but the move was had already. No trade day, no. Yes, Dofo, explain it now. Let's find a nice little example here. So what you're looking for is the New York Open range. So the first 15 minutes of New York Open. So that's the 330 candle to the 340 candle. So those first three on a 5 minute. That sets the range. First thing you want to look at is the range bigger or smaller than 100 pips? If it's smaller than 100 pips, then you only trade the outsides of the range. So a breakout of the top, a breakout of the bottom. What you want is a breakout of the range. 1 second. What you want is a break of that range and a retest and rejection of it. So like this, we broke out of the range, closed below. Next candle retests back into the range and it closed outside of that range again. So what we would have done here is we would have put a sell stop 5 pips below the low of that candle. This candle, which broke back in and closed inside the range, would have invalidated that setup, but we would have tried to catch a continuation down here. Okay, so let me know if that makes sense. So here would have been a no trade day, it appears. Because we only trade 2.5 hours after that open. If you're not in the trade 2.5 hours after the open, then it's a no trade day. And so 6 o'clock here would be the cutoff. So pivot trading, but on the range. It's exactly that. It's pivot trading, but on the range. That's actually a really nice way of explaining it. So your key level or your pivot is the open range. So you're looking for a breakout, retest, and rejection of that range. If your range is bigger than 100 pips, then you can trade in the range itself. So if it like rejects its own bottom, you can safely expect it might go all the way back up to its top. If it's smaller than that, then because sometimes it doesn't go all the way, for example like this one, so it rejects the bottom, goes back up, it doesn't reach all the way to the top. So if it's smaller than 100 pips, that move only ends up being 50. And with this one, we want a little bit more RR, and our stop loss is 40 pips. So for example, this one, break, retest, would have had a thingy. Would we have been caught here, actually? And these little wicks and rejections are exactly why it's a 5 pip after the low. So here we would have just survived being tapped into this trade before it invalidated and went back in. Break, did not get a retest, no trade. See if we can find the actual good one where trade would have happened. I think here. So yeah, got the breakout, got the retest and rejection of that range. We would have gone 5 pips above the top of that candle, which is there. We would have entered a buy stop, 40 pip stop loss. And right now we're testing which TP makes the most sense, with 120 pip being the move we're looking for, which is 3R. being the max move we're looking for. Break even is at the 1.5 mark, which I think would have just missed there, which is about half of the move. So we would have just missed going to break even there. Would have stopped us out and then gone in our direction. So unlucky. So on the 3R, the strat appears to have a roughly 50% hit rate. On the 2.5R, I think it has just above 50%. I think like a 55 or something like that. We'll do the stats now. Since we have a year's worth of data now, we can actually do the hit rate for the year. Yeah, so 3R is the max that we're testing. 2.5R seems to be the sweet spot. We'll see after this data. But based on the data we've collected before, the 2.5R seems to be the sweet spot for the target. No trade there. I also want to retest. I want to do a test of November of last year as well, because November of this year, I think if you're doing a 3R target, you would have gotten 25R this November, which is I think a third of the total results for the year from that 1 month. So November would have been an outlier. However, November is also when the US elections were being held this year. So I do want to test and see, is that like outliers like that do come once in a year, or if it's, listen, very novel factor with the US elections being held, you're unlikely to see that kind of success in a single month again. So once we're done with this, I want to do November of last year and maybe last year's whole data set as well. I might do over the little Christmas break slowly as I'm going through things, just so we can expect to have a realistic expectation of what this strat could potentially do next year. Next year is going to be a different year in the sense that brand new president, we know Trump and the markets go together quite well in terms of volatility. So the last 2 years of results on this strat do not necessarily guarantee the strat's going to work in the coming year, but at least you go into the year with some data of like, okay, this is a realistic expectation based on historical data. Let's see what a complete forward testing looks like on it. No retest there, and wouldn't have gotten a what? Wouldn't have gotten the retest there. So you can really see here, September, not the greatest of months for the strat. So there's some months which were fantastic. There's some months which were not too great. Out of all the months we've tested, though, none of them were losing months. I think there's 1 month which was a losing month for the 3R, but a break even for the 2.5R. So none of the other months were like outright you lost a crap ton of money trading the strat that month. Okay, this kind of would have been a retest, and it would have been invalidated there, so we wouldn't have been tapped in. Breakout retest wouldn't have been tapped in. Okay. I don't trade with 1R, 2R. I trade with return on investment. What should the good one be? 20%. What do you mean by return on investment? So if you're risking let's say 1%, are you hoping for 1.2% back? Is that what you mean? So if you risk $100, you're getting $120. You're getting $20 back, so $120 is your total TP. Is that what you mean? Did not quite get the retest there. That's unlucky. Sorry, I just saw something. Okay, almost done here. Broke in, broke out, broke in, broke out. The price action in September was not the greatest. Okay, now I think that broke out, that retested, that still closed just outside the range. And that would have been the latest rejection candle. Yeah, so we would have taken it there. Boom. Gah, would that have worked out? Yeah, full TP there. Finally, yo. And then Monday 30th, lost day. Okay, so not too many trades this month, but I think it's still a winning month. This looks like a large range. What is this? Just shy. Okay, so breakout retest, I think would have been sucked in here. That's a breakout candle. No, is this the... Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so 5 pips here. Yeah, would have got sucked in and decimated. Which is fine. And that's it. Cool. Let's... Oh, my book's all the way here. 1 second, chat. Okay. Let's write these down, because I do forget. Okay. So this is for September. Okay, so 30th September, which is a Monday, would have been a loss, and we went short. Then the 27th, which is the Friday, we went, it was a win, 3R win, and we also went short. And not too many trades. A lot of them, like, if we had gotten a retest, we would have been in. This one was a loss. 19 Thursday, loss, long. Like that one's unlucky, because I would have if we just survived that retest. But is what it is. No strat is going to have a 100% success rate, and that's just how it is. The market is under no obligation to follow a set pattern of rules. You're just trying to figure out something that's true often enough to get you what it gets you. We went long and it was a loss. Stuff, what are you saying? 100% margin, so 20% profit. Okay. I don't trade with... Okay, yeah, so you'd be aiming for... No, so are you talking like negative R? So would like yours be, let's say for example here. No, because this is 40 pips. So 40. So here, if you risked $100 on this, you'd have lost $100 there. You'd have made $100 there. That's 1R. But you're trying to make $20 off 40 pips. So you only need a fifth of that. So 2, 4. Yeah, so 20 pips. 20 pips? Am I doing my math right? So you're trading something like that with a negative R. Let me know if I'm understanding that right. If you're only trying to make a $20 profit from your $100 risk. So like how Miles trades. 11, which was the Wednesday. It was a 3R win, and we went short. 6 Friday, 3R short. Okay, it wasn't the worst month. Would have been a boring month because there weren't that many trades, but 1.5, 2R there. 5 Thursday, 2R long. And this was, I think, 2.5R, eh? Didn't quite get the 3. 04, which is Wednesday, 2.5R long. I think that was it, right? Yes, that was it. Okay. Let's add this bad boy up. How many trades is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Solid. Okay. So for the 4th of September, which was a Wednesday, and we went long. It was a 2.5R win. And we had the 5th of September, which is the Thursday. We went long, and it was a 2R win. The 6th, which is the Friday, which we went long again, eh? No, lies, short. 3R win. Then we skip a few days, go to the 11th of September, which is a Wednesday, and we went short on that. And that was a little 3R win. Then we have the 13th September, Friday, long, and that was first loss of the month. Then we have the 19th of September, which is a Thursday. We went long, and that was a loss. And then we had the 27th of September, Friday, short, and that was a 3R win. Solid. Okay. Okay, not a crappy month actually. Pretty decent. Okay, there should be more break-evens here. Oh no, I messed up here. This fourth is meant to be 2.5 R, so break-even there. And then that's meant to be break-even there, and then the rest. Okay, cool. There we go. So adding this up, 1, 2, 3 wins to 3 losses. So yeah, so roughly a 50% hit rate. 3 losses there, 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins. And this is also 5 wins to 3 losses. No, not 4, 3. See lots of reds. Yeah, bruv, it is a 50% hit rate. So, plenty of losses. You do have random months like November with lots of wins. But, yeah. The strat has its drawbacks. It's not going to be perfect. But, let me show you the total data though. So now, if we add this, which is three losses. Let's add those 3 losses here. 49 plus 3 is 52. So it'll be 52 for all of these, because that all the losses happen all together. So 52 losses. Now we add the wins from September. This one was 3 wins, which is 44. Here was 4 wins, 5 wins, 5 wins. So 4, 5, 5, 4, be 55 there. 5 wins, 58, 9, 60, 61, 62, 63. 63 wins there. 5, 69, 74. So, in terms of if you're using a 1.5 R target, so you're risking $100 to make $150, we have 74 wins, 52 losses, but only 59 R. That jumps up to 74 R at the 2 R target, right? 63 versus 74. So even with a lot less wins and the same number of losses, that's a massive jump. Here, only 55 wins to 52 losses. So it's just above 50% hit rate. You end up with 85 R. And here, 44 wins to 52 losses. So this is a less than 50% hit rate. You still end up with 80 R. I think 2.5 is the clear winner here. Now, after a full year, more than a full year, because we took from December last year even, and we haven't added December this year to the stats yet. So we'll count that as a new data set, whatever. So after a full year, the difference between the 2.5 and the 3R is only 5.5 R. So 5.5% after a full year. So that's less than a percent a month. That's like 0.5% a month, even less. But the win rate here, 55 wins, 52 losses versus 44 wins, 52 losses. I think mentally, this one feels better because you win about as often as you lose. So I think mentally, I'm a big fan of the 2.5 R. Because as the data goes, the 3R might overtake in terms of total R gained, but you're winning more often, and it seems like you're going to make the most on the 2.5 R. I think that's the one we're going to settle on, boys. So I've been forward testing the 3R with my current account. I think I'm going to move over to the 2.5 for this reason. Yeah. This is not bad stats. This is really not bad stats. I do want to I want to do November of last year, because November of this year is 25 R just for that 1 month. So 25 R out of 80 is more than a quarter of this was from a singular month. So I do want to do November of last year as well, just to see, is that a November thing, or is that just because that was an election? That's when the elections were being held and we found out Donald Trump is coming back. So it might just be a once-off, never going to be that good. However, other months, as we can see here, 10R there. So a 10R single month is actually freaking phenomenal. 6 versus 7, 15 versus 14 in August. I think we started rate cuts here. I think that's when the rate cuts started. 10 to 4. I think June is the only negative month here with a negative 0.5 and 0. I think June was the only cuck one. May 3-4 slow month but still positive. 11 to 14 very good. March a slow month but still positive. Feb would have been a negative 3 for the 3R. That one still came out positive. 2.5. Yeah, so it has very few negative months. So yeah, this is good. This is good data. This is good data. I am happy with that. So shock, guys, we finally have a full year's worth of data. I think I'm just gonna do November of last year maybe tomorrow just to compare. And otherwise, but yeah, we have a full data set. Besides what we're forward testing for December now. And I'll see what today brings later. But yeah, solid Oaks. Hey, Brian, how's he doing? Rooks, nice to see you. Incognito, what's up? You guys are coming at the tail end. I didn't actually plan to do this sesh. I just rocked up to the office, had some time, figured while I'm here, let me do a quick little data collection set. And there's one more thing I want to do, and then I'm gonna head out of here. I'm alone in the office today because everyone else is enjoying the public holiday. But yeah, hope you guys are having a fantastic one. And then I'll probably schedule one for tomorrow, and then we can go through November of last year and then see how that went. But yeah, hope you guys are having a fantastic one, and I'll see the Shad tomorrow. Peace and love.
Whenever you feel like you're about to sink,